turn on the heat with men who mark fate at the wheel. They continue in any condition. It's every man for himself.
Number 10.
He's pretty happy with his race car. He said back in the pack, it was a bit edgy, but as soon as he could get some clean air on that car, he said, I think we're going to have a fast race car. His spotter, Eddie DeHunt, just told him, it's time to be greedy.
There he goes. There we go. Here we go.
Oh, upside.
Side
on
down.
The side.
Well, AJ, that was a humdinger.
Yes, it was, and that's there he is upside down, and I hope he's all right. I see him moving around in there.
And here is the initial contact. You see Chase's car yawed out just a tiny bit in the corner.
And they got him loose.
all it takes.
That's the one. He was going to save it till that last little bump.
This is amazing footage, folks.
Incredible camera work.
And just remember, there's a driver in every one of those cars.
Well, that's a long, slow roll for Allmendinger.
And as a driver, I've been upside down at Daytona one time and slid on my roof just like that, sparks flying. And I was just hoping at the last second it was going to roll back over so I could get out. He just didn't do that. He was stuck upside down.
With Dale Jr.
One outside, 77's outside. Keep coming low. Come on.
Wow.
Caution's out.
AJ, what happened there?
Just battling for the lead, you know. Kind of the 18 and the 24 kind of were leading the two packs, and the 4 was just on me. And, you know, once I got to Chase, I got loose. I tried to, as we can see, I barely tapped him. And then I tried to get off him, and at that point it was too late. You know, just one of those things, battling for the lead. And the plan kind of went. We waited the back and started moving forward there. And the way the pit cycles worked, we were up front, had a great restart. Had the right guys pushing me, so hated that happened. It's Talladega. Not a big fan of it, but you're up front, you got a chance to go forward, and racing happens, I guess, here, if we'd call that.
Good to see you're okay. Thanks, AJ.
Let's show you this in real time. Wow. Talladega, world's fastest junkyard.
Number 9.
Coming towards this white flag. This race is official. We will finish it on this next lap, no matter what happens. Look out, it's going to get tight.
Well, that got those separated. The 60 and 16 separated.
And that may be all the others needed, because look at how far back they have dropped. Down the back stretch, it is the 18 of Kyle Busch. He has never won here in 7 prior starts. Look out. A spin, Mike Wallace, and he's up and over. Wallace gets back on all fours. The 38 of Leffler is also involved. The race is going to end under caution.
See, a lot of people with run. You can see Mike Wallace having a big run here, getting a push from Elliott Sadler. That's where it's all going to start, as he tried to make a move.
Boy, and then he gets airborne.
The caution does not come out right away here. It goes just a little bit longer before it does come out.
Trevor Bayne. And on board with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Differences, similarities between today's cars and tomorrow's car. Was there something you can watch tomorrow that you learned today?
Still waiting for official word. Here's another angle.
It's a lot of push and shove. You know, Mike Wallace's car really was out of control the whole race.
Number 8.
I'll tell you, it's amazing. You give a guy a shot and he shoots him forward.
Oh boy, Stanley Steamer.
Whoa, there's
and around she goes into Kenseth.
Oh gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall hard.
Man, Kenseth.
Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was...
I am not believing that.
He's fine, boy. He got the window net down right away out of frustration. I think somebody makes contact with... McDowell got her in the left rear.
Yep.
Yep. And that
no, she hit him in the right front. And when that happened, just got air underneath the car.
Is anybody left in this race?
There's McDowell into the 43 of Eric Almirola.
Look at that.
And
thing.
up goes Kenseth.
It's like a feather.
You okay?
I mean, I'm okay. I got an X-ray, so that was a concern. But just, you know, taking a deep breath and hit my foot pretty hard, hit my arm pretty hard. I've hit the inside wall of a super speedway, I think maybe like 4 times now, and that one was the worst. So, you know, these races are just, I get running close and I get pushing, but like the 95 was drilling me, like turning it sideways every time. I mean, it's just, there's a high likelihood that he could take himself out doing it. So I'm all about bumping and pushing and being close, but I think that when you hit people with a certain amount of momentum, it's a problem. So, you know, I can't quite remember exactly what started it, but I know I got drilled from behind and turned sideways, and hello wall.
Good to see you're okay. Thanks, Danica.
Number 7.
Tough spot for Kyle Busch. What lane is he going to block? The outside lane, down the inside lane is going to come.
Here comes the inside lane. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. back to the front. Another hood flap flies off. Oh, around goes the 18. The 42 collects the 17 as well. The 62 upside down. Brendan Gaughan upside down as he went back in front of the pack.
We're wrecked here, guys.
And the big one happens right at the front of the field.
Kurt pushing Kyle.
It just hooked him. And
look at Brendan Gaughan. Just flip right over.
It's like the nose of that Chevrolet just can't quite push him straight. It just can't do it.
Oh, this shot right here. Coming right at you. Look at this 62. It looks like a toy car. It doesn't look real.
3,400 pounds. Remember that. These things are almost 2 tons.
How close were you to maybe picking up the W here today?
Listen, I've said for years that in the off-road we flip a lot. The easiest thing you can do in a race car is go upside down. Nothing hits hard. So that's the nicest thing about it. And, oh, here we go. I don't even know what happened. I just know that Brad was pushing the crap out of me, and I loved it. Oh, that's Stenhouse. Go figure. Yeah, it stuck the landing. Russian judge docked me a little bit. I didn't keep it straight. No, I mean, look, the Beard Oil Chevy, man, we ran a great strategy. Darren Shaw, Ron Lewis, my spotter, everybody. It was awesome. I mean, 62 was in front for a split second. And let's see, legs together. I mean, didn't really stick it well, but no, like I said, I'm just so proud of, thank you to ECR and Richard Childress and those guys, the Chevrolet they gave me. Thank you to Darren and Ron and all the guys in this team. I mean, the Beard family, I love them. Mother, it's okay. It's just a flip. It didn't hurt, I promise. And I have nothing upstairs to hurt anyway, so they all laugh at me in there.
I did want to verify that, because when these cars come down at funny angles for race cars, like flat like that, the back's okay and everything?
Yeah, no, because you're still going 200 mile an hour that way. So it never like just drops out of the sky. So it was okay. It was just one easy quick flip and put it down. The only thing you're worried about then is somebody hitting you. You know, that's what you don't want. That's where the fear comes in. But other than that, I'm fine. And like I said, some people would argue if I have anything up there to hurt. But thank you to Chevrolet. Thank you to the Beard family. I love you guys. And yes, I will see you in the Daytona 500, Mom. Sorry.
Number 6.
Well, I'm with Denny on this one. They'll never make it another lap or two, Denny. I just don't see no way. This is crazy. Crazy
They ain't
stuff.
gonna make it. They gotta make it 6 more times.
Oh, there they go. There we go. There was no way.
Oh, it's Kurt Busch up and over. Boyer's in it. Bobby Labonte's in it. Stremmy's in it. Jeff Gordon down to the grass.
Nothing else coming from behind you.
And Kurt Busch went over and over.
Boyer, McMurray.
Right here, the 51 car. Owen Stenhouse squeezes to the outside.
And that's Yaley in the 36.
And that shoved Yaley down. And look at that 78 car upside down and then lands on top of Ryan Newman's 39 car.
But Darrell, it definitely looked like Stenhouse thought that Yaley had made just enough move to the inside that it was going to open up a big enough hole for him to get that 17 car.
Remember what we said in the opening? When you make a move, finish it. And that's kind of where I saw that 36. He started to make a move, but then he hesitated. Stenhouse didn't, and we get this big mess.
You're with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Whoa.
What a view. Looking back, Danica's car, the 10 back there, almost went over.
And Ryan Newman has walked out okay. You experienced it firsthand, having that 78 coming towards you in the air. Describe this wild ride, Ryan.
First of all, to my family and friends, I'm doing this interview to let everybody know that I'm all right. They can build safer race cars, they can build safer walls, but they can't get their heads out of their asses far enough to keep them on the racetrack. And that's pretty disappointing. I wanted to make sure I get that point across. And y'all can figure out who they is, but that's no way to end a race. Our car was much better than that. It was just poor judgment and restarting the race, poor judgment. I mean, you got what you wanted, but poor judgment and running in the dark, running in the rain. It's just, that's it. Thank you.
We're glad you're okay.
And you got to realize something with Ryan Newman. He has had some horrendous wrecks here. That's not the first time he's had another car on top of his. And I remember, Larry, every restrictor plate race that we went to seemed like Ryan had one of these unbelievable crashes like we just saw here.
Number 5.
Once again, just on the inside of Brandon Gaughan. Look out! Trouble. Oh, and upside down is Earnhardt. This is going to be a mess.
Spin behind us, wave him.
The 33 of Harvick, Joey Logano involved. More cars still spinning in this multiple car crash. Oh, there's contact behind him between Carl Edwards
and Carl Edwards got up into Keselowski.
And boy, it just flipped Dale over.
You got to wonder why Carl Edwards would make a move like that on the straightaway. Kind of made an abrupt move up to the outside lane there. I don't know if he thought he was clear.
Yeah, sometimes you're moving over just to get against that car. Yeah, I think his intentions were just to get over there, but he could see that outside line moving a little bit just to slow them down. And I don't know if Brad came down just a little, nothing that Brad was doing wrong, but it only takes just a split second of both of these drivers moving in the same direction, and that creates the contact. Let's go on board and just listen.
Right corner, spin behind you, damage. Turned it. All right, we ain't hit nothing yet.
Yeah, Carl may have actually been trying to get in the outside lane there.
It looked like he thought he might have a hole and was trying to get in that hole before it closed up, but he misjudged the front of his car.
Here it is in real time. Yeah, I'm going to say, I think it's just a product of this restrictor plate racing. The cars are all bunched up. And just misjudging by a few inches can create a situation just like this.
Number 4.
First oval track win. He won it in Finion 96 races ago on the road course.
And who
half a second. And the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
And we have a caution.
My goodness.
I don't know if I'm okay.
Clean here, clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
That looks so much like Edwards' turnover at Talladega off the bumper of Keselowski.
It really did, and I'm so wondering and hoping that when they put the spoiler back on these cars, they'll quit turning over like this.
Guys, you saw it right there. Those white gloves, they made a turn to the right.
Brad Keselowski has climbed out of his Penske Dodge.
The roof flaps deployed, but it did not sit that car back down. I'm like you, Darrell. I'm going to be so glad to see that rear spoiler back on these cars.
I think that's it's got to be something to that.
This is number 3.
The white flag is out. They're going to crash. With a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down.
That hurts, and that thing landed about 6 or 8 times pretty hard.
What about Brandon Brown? He slides through there. Looks like he's going to be credited with a 4th place finish.
I think he might have got in the back of William Byron, and that's what got in the back of the 4 of Christopher Bell and turned him sideways.
Christopher Bell, believe it or not, walked away from it, climbed out under his own power.
Number 2.
Turn number 2, David Ruderman.
Still green.
Oh,
like Tony Stewart out through the grass in the inner loop.
And back through traffic. Caution is out.
Is out. Yellow's out.
Race is over. Marcos Ambrose is your winner. And Tony Stewart is up against the guardrail. Wow.
That's a hard lick for David Reagan. But this, oh my goodness.
Ron Fellows also into the wall in that. Wow, terrible. Fortunately, David Reagan and David Ruderman climbing from their cars after those terrible hits on the last lap of the race.
This is number 1.
Into the triumph they come. Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the bottom of the track. Jr. will win in Daytona. And the big one happens behind them. Austin Dillon into the catch fence. All the crews getting out to that car to assist these drivers. Thumbs going up from all the crew members, and the crowd roars. Look at the catch fence on the front straight. Pulling. Austin Dillon out. He's walking. The damage to the 4 of Kevin Harvick. What an incredible sight to see Austin Dillon walking away from that 3 car that is demolished.
Austin Dillon. When we watch this replay, Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24, gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 51.5, and now it's just along for the ride. Watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour, I'm just guessing, to a complete stop.
It just pushes the 3 up into the air enough that it rolls over the top of a car. And then that momentum just continues to move him into the catch fence. Take another look at this real time.
Describe what you've been watching here.
Oh my gosh, chaos. I mean, it's crazy. Just, I mean, I'm so glad Austin Dillon's okay. That's a violent wreck, and I hope the fans are okay as well. But that was a crazy one. You know it's going to be crazy. I mean, right from the start, I thought it was a wild race. It was just a lot of action, crazy stuff going on. Our Exalted Chevrolet was excellent. It was so good. A couple moves here and there. It's so hard to predict these races and what line to be in. The one time they came up the middle, I thought that was the place to be. And Trevor Bayne got to the outside of me, and that lane was going. And so, you know, that's all it takes is just that little split-second decision, you know, one move to go your way, not go your way. And we kind of got shuffled back, but we're making pretty good ground there behind Harvey. We were pushing like crazy, just wide open. It's literally like a video game out there these days, except for it's real life, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. I love Daytona. This place has been amazing for me. Can't believe that this is my final race here, but after going through that experience, I'm glad I only have one more restrictor plate race left.